Coach, this time of year in Philly, you know what to expect. Cold temps, and we've got them. But the skies are clear tonight at Lincoln Financial Field. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying, fly, Eagles, fly, as they get ready to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That kick return TD is 98 yards in length, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for the team that just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
Why you say that? I'm gonna try it.
Play action. Now Wilson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Kids did. They did it right. How about that?
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Now a 2-time 1,000-yard rusher for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
46 down, man. 5-4.
From midfield, here's Wentz. Being chased out left. Looking deep. Trying for the tight end. Hurts, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual-type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away. Quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Come on, Slim Ryan.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They go play action with Wilson. And his throw is going to be incomplete. It was Jalen Mills getting a hand in there defensively.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
I don't know what the keys is. You got to go to practice with that shit. But you can double them. You got to double them.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the shotgun, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. 23 yards on the play. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Wilson rolling to his right. Going for Metcalf on the deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Mills. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down the score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
6 months, man.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
You pass it over? Which OG? No.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack. You never want to give up a sack. And from the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, exit.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. 49 to Mike. 49 to Mike.
From the gun, it's Wentz.
Yeah, he was open too.
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Jaron Reed in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 89 yards. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. All the talk when Russell Wilson came into the league about his height, you know, those big defensive linemen, can he get the ball over him? You get him outside the pocket like that, doesn't really matter.
No, it really doesn't, and you're exactly right. Many people dinged him for that and said, how's he going to see over NFL linemen? He never did, right? At whatever level he saw through them, and found pockets and windows to throw the football. But as you noted, when he's outside the pocket and his vision is totally clear, oh, look out, because he's going to find someone downfield, as we just saw there.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Now Wentz. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. With a sack, it's Ziggy Ansah.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now. And this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for Seattle. 55 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. You're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
2nd and 7 at the Eagles' 26-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. These two teams all tied after 1. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Here's Carson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Now it's Wilson, eluding the pressure right. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Who's in it? Coming after you. 555.
Go. Lefty.
Let's get in there. Let's get in there now. Bang.
Working from the gun, Wentz. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Here we go. 180. Let's go. Great.
On the delay, it's Howard. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7. And the Seahawks 31-yard line.
We got to get the ball. D, get the ball.
Hey, Sue.
49 to the line. 149.
From the 31, Wentz. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game, and he can break big plays like that. We've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What do you think? And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Howard, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Elliott on for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Zach Brown making his presence felt in the backfield.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And
What are you doing,
the first
bro?
step in the right direction for a stop. It's a big play there for Seattle. 52 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And just like that, it's 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd down, Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And that is gonna be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Wentz finding his favorite receiver, Jeffrey, on a big one. 41 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
74. Hey, Alpha.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down.
49 to Mike. 49 to Mike.
Hey, Charlie.
Wentz now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Sunday.
Watch 49. I got you, punk.
Smooth.
Watch 49. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 49 to Mike. 49 to Mike.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. On 1st, they go right back to Howard. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jordan Howard, as the first half is winding down, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Elliott good with a PAT. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how it... Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is fielded a couple yards deep. So we've reached halftime. You sure you're ready for the third quarter? Maybe use a bathroom or anything? All right, cool. Let's go. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Jennings was the one he was looking for. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Slam. Pilot, 64, weak. Let's find 7. Hey, box truck. Ram.
Wentz. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go and throw the ball again now on this.
He's got a man complete. He got 29 yards that time. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now Howard. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Great 15. Hey, wahoo! You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing.
To throw, it's Wentz. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Such a valuable commodity to have a tight end who can run and get open. How about what he just did there? Worked his way from right to left across the field and found his way free.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he slides to avoid the hit. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the first.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it. It's an integral part of the quarterback run game, and he gets it done very, very well.
Yeah, you don't like sneaky athletic, do you? That's just kind of a jab in the back.
Yeah, not when it doesn't apply. I think that's a stereotype that needs to be broken down for him.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz steps away to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your...
And his first carry, he loses the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the two scored. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Give him 30 yards there. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf, 51 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time. Fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go, and move on to the next series.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find a soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Hey, team 6, team 6.
Throwing is Wentz. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football, we're not seeing it right now.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Brandon Graham in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Here's Wilson. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 33. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
Here we go, Pac-Man. 180!
On first down, they run with Howard. Howard has the first down and then some. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 16-yard touchdown run as they have taken the lead. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it 2 ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Fletcher Cox in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Fletcher Cox, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. On the return, Jackson. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points are certainly not at a premium here. They run with Howard. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now Wentz. He's going to fire one deep left sideline, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, trying to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful.
Hey, Orbit.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Decent gain on the scramble at 6, but now it's 4th.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. They go play action now. Wilson looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 45. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 67 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
To throw is Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a two-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. Two-hand. Oh, I get it. Two-hand monster. Both hands on the football. Taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Throwing is Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. From 19 yards away. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
49 the mic. Come on. 49, guys. Mike.
Hey, Echo.
Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A gain of 22.
Yeah, that shit would happen.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
56. I got it. 56. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Hey, high 7.
From midfield, here's Wentz. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 39 yards there, a big one. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And now he'll tuck it and run. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Here we go, D.
Out of the gun, this is Howard. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow.
And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They go play action with Wilson. Now a desperation throw. They got his man complete.
And he's back in field goal range. But this game also stopped,
as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. He's going to let it fly.
So I can't jump, right? You can't pick that, right? Come on, man.
Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Oh, a lot of contact right there. No call. Maybe got away with one.
What are you doing questioning the contact on that play? Let them play. And, you know, it was a late-game situation. And I think that probably played into it. The officials, they want to let the players determine it down the stretch.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now it's Carson. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. With 3 seconds to go, if it's good, we're off to overtime. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team...
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill. Third and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up. This is Carson. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. A running play on 1st down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go, D.
First throw in overtime now for Wilson. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Talking about the chicken salad.
And these numbers on our monitor are getting hard to believe. He's closing in now right on the doorstep of 500 yards passing.
I'm glad that you watched the monitor and said it first, because I had trouble absorbing that. That's big time right there, right? That means everything just about has gone right for them and his squad in this game. Let's see if they can keep it up.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They run it with Carson. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. And his kick is good. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. Now remember, this one is not over, but with the time running short here in this overtime, that could very well be the game winner.
Yeah, remember now, the other team does get a possession, but when the clock runs out, that's it. So that was a well-calculated drive to use up the majority of the clock and leave your opponent with little to no time left.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death. But
now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Markevius Mingo has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.